How do you do dat? So we've got here Punky and her box. You can see all the parts that she comes with to make this really cute character to make, link, and take anywhere you want to go. She's got a nice backstory here. You see all the characters in series 1. So let's pop it open and make her. So they all start out with a clasp on top, and now I'm going to thread on her hair, which is nice and rubbery. So I'm going to stick the first strand through, and now I'm going to stick the other strand through, and I'm going to kind of point this T in the side. That kind of helps it stick in there easy. Here we go. Here's the hair, and now for the head. All right, so I'm going to make sure her face is forward, not behind, of course, and I'm going to stick one of these little T ends in. And when I stick the other T end, I'm just going to get it to be stabbed in at the side like that. Push both strands forward, and they'll pop on right on out. Okay, you can see that there's a groove in the back of the head and a kind of a ridge in the hair, and that allows the hair and head to locate so that it doesn't roll around and you don't get the back of her face. And now for the arms. This is the fun part. So we have a nice little rubbery arm structure, and we have a little t-shirt bead which has the 2 notches that fits right over the top, and of course that's also mix and match. And now when I put on her arm beads and her cool bracelets, I'm going to have a nice hand here. So there's a notch inside of here that fits perfectly with the T, and you just grab it in, pull it, and now it's all locked together, and this allows the part to be made again and again. All right, so now my arms are together. I'm just going to pop it through here. Okay, coming together, and now her little waist bead. Push that on, and now here comes her hip bead, and you can see that there's a kind of a horizontal notch here, and that allows her feet to kind of stay facing forward so her shoes don't turn around too much. So here we go, and now to thread on her legs. And now for another fun part, the boots. So there's no left and right on these boots. So I'm going to take this T edge and line it up with the top of the toe of the boot, and I'm just going to pull that notch right through the groove, and now the boot is stuck on. No knots, no glue. So now Punky's finished. You might be wondering what these little bits are. These are kind of our stopper beads, and what you can do is you can put it on the top and just make sure they're all the way in there, and this allows the beads to jangle so much so they kind of stay in place a little bit better. You can pop a couple on the top. They're not entirely necessary, but it's a nice little finishing touch here, and you got a couple extra. So here's Punky, and so if you want to connect their hands, that's one of the funner parts. You can grab another character and put their hands together, and if you see that they're not lining up right, just twist their little hands around, and then they can fit together quite easily here. And now they're holding hands. So now you can clip them on your bag and do what you like. If you want to separate their hands, just go ahead and pull them apart at the hands, and that makes it a little bit easier instead of kind of pulling apart their arms. Their arms might not last as long, so that's a good way to do it. And away you go.